Let's talk about solving logarithmic equations. All right, let's go ahead and solve a couple here. And this next example here in G wants us to solve for x. Now, there's a couple properties, a couple of different rules we're going to think about. Now, log base a of m equal log base a of n implies m equal m. Log base a of x equal y implies a to y equal x. Sometimes it helps us to rewrite it exponentially to solve it. Sometimes we can do it just using the same bases. Let's take this first example. Natural log of 12 minus natural log of x plus 1 equal natural log of 4 wants to solve the equation, wants to know what x equals. Well, I'm going to go ahead and apply the quotient rule. Choose the quotient rule first. So that's going to be natural log of 12 divided by x plus 1 equal to the natural log of 4. Well, that implies, since both sides are log base e, that implies 12 over x plus 1 equal 4. So we're just setting up a rational equation to go solve, which we all know how to solve a rational, right? We can go ahead and clear the fraction. We can multiply both sides by the LCD. So that implies 12 equals 4 times x plus 1, which is 4x plus 4. And then as we solve that for x, right, as we subtract the 4 over, right, we get 8 equal to 4x. And then as we divide out our 4 on both sides, we get our value, our solution of x equal to 2. Right, and you can plug it in and check it. Right, if you would plug 2 back into x, you get natural log of 12 minus the natural log of 2 plus 1, which is 3. And 12 over 3 is 4. So, I mean, it does check. With the check steps, you plug it back in. But again, those had the same bases on both sides, a single log. So I was using this property right here. Log base a of m equal log base a of m implies m equal m. All right, let's look at example B. 2 times log base 7 of x equal log base 7 of 64. Again, the question is, what does x equal? So our first step, let's apply the power rule. All right, so using the power rule, this gives us log base 7 of x to the second power equal to log base 7 of 64. Well, again, we can use our same rule. 2 log base 7 logarithms are equal. That implies what we're taking log of must be equal. So x squared must equal 64. And as we solve for x, we can take the square root of both sides. And if you remember, even roots can be positive or negative. So x can equal plus or minus 8. Now, be careful. Here's something we have to talk about. We must check for extraneous solutions. So we've got x equal to 8 or negative 8. Now, you remember, we cannot take the log of a negative. Extraneous solutions may occur, right? If we were to check, for example, x equal negative 8, what happens? 2 times log base 7 of negative 8. Can't happen. Can't have a negative. Does not check. Now, yeah, you could plug in 8. 8's okay. But that is a extraneous solution. So, again, an extra solution we came up with along the way, yeah, solution to the quadratic, x squared equals 64, but it's not a solution to the logarithm. So we do have restrictions, right, on our domain, and our domain of logarithm. We remember x, right, must be greater than 0, right? So let's take a look at next example here with C and D. In C, let's see if we can find out what x equals. I've got log base 5 of x equal negative 3. Well, all I can do now is look at rewriting it exponentially. So again, I can't use same base rules like we've been using the other ones, 2 log base 5s, so not log base 5 on the right side. With that said, I want to know what x is. We're going to convert it, rewrite it exponentially using our definition. So remember, log base a of x equal y implies a to the y equal x. So I want to convert it over. So that implies 5 to the negative 3 power must equal x. So log base a of x is y, a to the y is x. So we've gone from here, right, to there. So there's a right? There's x, there's y. So 5 to the negative 3 power. Well, as we do that, we've got our solution. Of course, 5 to the negative 3 power is 1 over 5 cubed. So x is equal to 1 over 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. And that checks. You plug it back in. Log base 5 of 125 is negative 3. All right, let's take a look at D. Let's do the same thing on D. Let's see if we can solve this one by looking at it as an exponential. So let's rewrite exponentially. So with that, we've got x, right? Log base a of x is y. Let's rewrite. So that's going to be x to the 1/2 power equal 9. So again, we're converting it, right? So we're going from log base a of x equal y to a to y equal x. And with that, of course, that means we've got the square root of x equal 9. And if we want to solve for x, right, we would square both sides, and we get x equal to 81. And yes, log base 81 of 9 is 1/2, because 81 to 1/2 power is the square root of 81, which is 9. So it does check, right? There's our solution. So rewrite them exponentially. Use your log definition. So again, the log definition, as we talked about, one of the most important things we can talk about and remember as we're solving these, they come into play. So we'll do a few more here in a little bit. I'm going to stop there with these. We'll continue here in a little bit.